Okay, so we are in our last module of setting the groundwork, and this one is about proof of love activities. So what is proof of love? So we talked about in our last module that our kids need to feel love in abundance so that they can then give it away. This is how we do this. Kids, I read one time that says kids spell love, Time. They spell it with our time. When we can take the time to connect with them and spend time with them in quality ways, they know that they are loved. They don't have to compete with their sibling for your attention. They don't have to compete with anyone for your attention because they feel like they have you when they do have time with you. And one of the ways that we do this so that it's the most effective in our day-to-day lives is we really focus on giving them the quality of time that they want in a way that really is meaningful to them. So we've been using Gary Chapman's love languages. Now, maybe you're familiar with them, maybe you're not. There's tons of information online about them. But basically, everybody has a love language, a way that they want to receive love, a way that they give love. So the ones that he talks about is physical, so touch, hugging, snuggling, cuddling, just like, maybe your child just likes to rub your arm. Physical. Affirmations, praise, compliments, those kinds of the words. Quality time, spending time together. Gifts is one, and acts of service is another. So we tend to give our love how we want to get it. So everybody has a different love language. And if you stop to really pay attention, you may not be getting love the way you really want it, and you may not be giving it the way the people in your family really want it. For instance, I am a quality time kind of girl. I love date nights. I love time with my hubby. I love just sitting and chatting with him. His is touch. I want to hug him and then be done. He wants to hug for a really long time. So that's his love language. So I make a point to hug him a lot longer than feels natural to me because it feels natural to him. So for our kids, how does this translate? My youngest daughter is also touch. Hers is physical love. And how did I know? Because she's always touching me. Kids give love the way they want it. So there are some quizzes online that you can take to figure out what your kids' love language is. But just watch how they love you. Do they bring you little rocks, little flowers, or they make you little note cards? Theirs might be gifts. If they're doing little chores for you or helping you or wanting to always be your little helper, maybe it's acts of service. If they're constantly touching you or sitting right on top of you with no personal space, it's probably physical. So figuring out what they want. Here's why this works. My youngest daughter was having a crummy, terrible, no good, awful day. She was sitting on the couch and she was just, ugh. And I left her alone for a second. And then I realized that she needed some support. She needed some extra love. So I just went and I laid on top of her, put my whole body on top of her. I didn't say anything. And after a second, I felt her take a deep breath and she said, "I love you too, Mama." I didn't say I love you. She felt it. But if I had done that to my older daughter, hers is also quality time like mine. She doesn't like that. She would, "Oh, Mama, get off me, you're heavy." She would have made it into a big deal. So it's not a one size fits all. I can't give the same type of love to one daughter that I can give to my other daughter. So knowing what their love languages are, you can then do the proof of love activities really quickly, actually. It took me 5 seconds to lay on top of her. And then I just gave her a hug and we moved forward. She felt loved. I didn't need to say it. She knew it to her core. And when our kids know that they are loved, when they have the bad day, or when we get frustrated with them for not brushing their teeth or not remembering to feed the dog, whatever it is, they still know, oh, but she really does love me. I know she does. So it feels amazing to them. So that's the kind of activities that we do. So your job, your quick win, is to figure out what your kids' love languages are. And while you're at it, figure out yours and figure out your spouse's or your partner's. Or your mom's, figure out what their love language is, because that's a simple way to communicate with people in an effective and efficient way. We don't have a lot of time as parents. We don't have a lot of time to take our kids out on dates and to go do special time with all of them all of the time. But if we know their love language, we can get it done in a quarter of the time in much more meaningful ways, which is fantastic. I don't need to take my youngest daughter on all of these dates and all. She just wants me to touch her. I can do that so easily. I can just say, "Here, come sit on my lap." And she crawls into my lap and she feels loved. It's so simple. My eldest needs the quality time, so then I make sure to carve out the time for she and I. We can just go sit and read a book at Starbucks together. Like, she's got a book, I've got a book, we each have a drink, and we're just hanging out. That fills her up. So finding out what is really the simplest way to show your kids, to prove your love to your kids, it's a really powerful thing. Then that sets them up to want to be kind. And that's how we're going to be focusing on for the next lesson, is the basics of teaching our kids how to be kind. But again, they're not going to be able to do that unless they want to be kind. They won't want to be kind unless their basic needs are met. They feel loved. They feel part of a family that loves them, and their expectations are crystal clear. All right, guys, see you in the next lesson.